Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Stacy Hansen.
And I'm Justin Riley, and what a crisp winter, almost winter day it is here today.
Yeah, it's finally here.
Yeah.
We're outside of Zenith Limousines and Jets today. As you can see, we've got a beautiful limo behind us.
And I have a new job. I'm a valet now. Did
Yeah,
you know that? So you can bring me your car, I'll park it for you.
Moonlighting as a valet.
Moonlighting as a valet. We're going to learn about a really cool, they have digital valet service here at Zenith, and it's a really, really cool option. You can actually just send a text message and they'll just bring your car out for you. I mean, how cool is that? That
Yeah.
just blows my mind.
No standing outside in the cold like we happen to be doing right now.
Right.
But
It's not so bad in the sun.
yeah, it's not so bad. And
Yeah.
they'll even scrape your windows for you, warm the
Yeah.
car up for you.
It's fantastic. It's worth it right there.
Totally worth it.
We're also going to be joined by our really good friend, Chris Martingilio from Martingilio Martial Arts. I haven't seen him in a while. You'll get to meet him for the
This
first
is my
time.
first time.
It's been too long. I really enjoy talking with that guy, and he's going to talk a little bit about black belt testing and also testing in Tai Chi. I didn't even know that they tested in Tai Chi.
Yeah, that's new to me. It's definitely going to be cool to find out how they do it and why and how that stress helps or changes their performance.
Yes, yeah, it's important to be able to perform under stress, especially in that type of situation. We're also going to be joined by Christina McCann from 188 Fine Men's Salons. She's going to bring a male model with her. It's not going to be me.
Not just Justin.
Not going to
we'll
be me,
have two male
unfortunately.
models here with us today.
But they kind of took the concept of the old-fashioned barbershop and modernized it a little bit, and so they have all kinds of different classic services like the straight razor shave.
Yeah, the classic shave, which would be a cool
Yeah.
experience. I'll never
So-
get to experience. I'll have to
I'll
live
let you know.
vicariously through you.
I'll fill you in, Stacy. That's coming up right after the break here on Wisconsin Family, so stick with us.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're shooting on location today at Zenith Limousine and Jets. We're having a great time.
Yeah, it's great. The first time here.
Yeah, so great to explore what they have to offer. We'll check in with them in a bit. But first, we have Christina McCann here. She's a stylist with 1818 Fine Men's Salons. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
And you even brought a model today. This is KC, everyone. So thank you for joining us. So let's talk a little bit about your salon. What makes you different from a traditional salon?
Well, what makes us different is we specialize in the art of barbering. We've brought back that old school Italian barber and brought it back and really handcrafted it. We take the time to figure out what the client needs as far as hair and their personal lives as well as professional, and creating the two. And sometimes they don't always know what they're looking for, so it's our job to know what they are searching for in a look.
That's really interesting. I mean, to bring back something that's kind of old school like that. You think of like the corner barber with the pole and everything. Do you guys have a pole?
We do not have a pole, unfortunately, no.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Good thing to ask for Christmas. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what does a typical client at 188 look like? I mean, who are you serving primarily?
They are an everyday client. We have clients from all walks of life, whether they are your 20-year-old freshman in college as opposed to the 57-year-old exec. So we have a vast array of clientele.
Everything in between. Too.
Everything in between, as well as little guys too. We have our young
Really?
masters.
Oh,
Yeah.
Young masters. I like
Young
that.
masters.
Do you
yes.
call them that when they're sitting
We
in the chair?
do. They actually have robes like Casey's wearing today, and they say "Young Master" on them.
Oh,
that is
that's
adorable.
so cute.
It is
Oh, I
very
love it.
adorable.
So you're obviously appealing to a wide clientele from all ages, and you've got kind of the unique old school barbershop thing going on, but what else would you say makes you special?
I think what else makes us special is that we do classic shaves. So we use a straight razor like the old school barbers
cool.
did. Of course, safety and sanitation is key with us.
Right.
But we're licensed barbers as well as an establishment to shave. So we do the straight razor experience, we do the hot towel, the hot lather, we do a mini facial, and we customize it. So that is something that really sets us apart from other men's salons as well as salons in general.
So Casey, have you experienced the shave? What
Yes,
would you- what's your verdict?
It's one of the most delicate but priceless traditions in all of men's grooming is that delicate shave. Being able to have that razor just be able to get that special edge to be able to have you baby smooth face.
Baby smooth, right, yeah. So you talked about haircuts, you talked about shaving, you talked about the hot towel and everything. Anything
Yes.
else that you guys offer?
We are a full variety. We do the haircuts and the classic shaves. We do facials. We do full body waxing, as well as facial waxing for the guys. Nose and eyebrows and ears as well.
I think that's something that the barbers didn't do back in the day.
Correct.
I could be wrong about that, but
Modern barbers have gotten the old school, but incorporated a little modern as well. And we also do manicures, pedicures, and the biggest thing now is scalp treatments and hair coloring for men. You know, some men don't necessarily want to have that 100% gray look, so we customize it for their special blend, if you will.
special blend.
Yep.
Special blend, it's custom.
Right.
I like that. It's kind of almost like an ombre type look. Would you say
Yes.
that's about right?
Yeah, it's very casually placed, you know, from the sides where men typically tend to show the first signs of graying, as well as the salt and pepper throughout the top. It's casually blended. So
I like that. It is casually blended. You know, Casey, when we look at you, we don't assume that, oh, there's somebody who went to the store and bought just for men
I
or
would
something
never
like
have
that.
guessed,
You know? It looks very natural.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
but better, like a step up.
correct.
Natural.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So you're located in Fitchburg. Whereabouts in Fitchburg are you?
So we are located at 6317 McKee Road. So we're right next to the Flying Hound and Elements Massage, and
Okay.
we're right across from the Super Target. So we're off PD and McKee.
Okay, that's a really convenient location.
It
Yeah.
is. It is a lot of walk-through traffic for us.
I suppose,
I
yeah.
bet.
Yes.
Yeah. Grab something to eat, go grocery shopping, get a shave. Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not add it to the list?
How does a future guest book an appointment at 188? Is it a pretty simple process?
It's a very simple process. You go to our website, 188.com, and it'll ask you for the location that you wish to choose, and you just select an appointment, you select a stylist, whatever time preference you choose. It is very, very simple as far as internet online booking goes.
Right. Can they book by phone too? Is that
They also can, yes,
Okay.
they can call our salon and book. Otherwise, we do have the online as well, and you can always walk in.
awesome? Walk-ins welcome.
Yes, that's actually one of our gimmicks. We have Christopher Walken is one of our brand ambassadors.
Really?
Yeah, he is actually. Yes, so we have a walk-in sign that has his face and says Walken's welcome.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I'll never
it
think
is.
of like a walk-in sign the same.
You won't. And
Nothing's
people-
going to live up to that.
Yeah, people come by and take pictures of the sign all the time. They're like, we love your sign. Yeah.
Well, I wish we could talk more, but we are out of time. Christina, McCann, and Casey from 188. Thank you so much
you
for
so
joining
much.
us.
Thank
you.
you
Nice
for
to meet
having
you too.
us.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up after the break. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day.
We're back on Wisconsin Family, and we are here at Zenith Limousine and Jets.
Yeah, our first time here. I'm really looking forward to seeing what all they have to offer.
Yeah, it'll be good to talk with them, but first, we're going to talk with an old friend. This is Chris Martingilio
Hello.
from Martingilio Martial Arts. Good to see you again,
Good
Chris.
to see you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you for the first time, right?
So you had black belt testing this past weekend. How did that go?
It went good. We had some people very happy with the results, some people not so happy with the results. That's the way it goes. But it was a big day of testing for us.
Absolutely. Does that go the whole weekend? Is it a day?
It was
or-
a whole day. We had junior black belts, we had first degree black belts, second degree black belts, and Tai Chi testing.
That's got to be exhausting for you.
Yeah, I mean, who grades the students? Is it just you?
No, it's not just me. We actually have a board. We had 2 master instructors. We had several third degrees, second degrees that were all helping the test. When we do fourth and higher, we usually have at least 12 people on the board.
Wow. Okay.
So it's very important that I'm not the only one testing because I'm going to show bias for my students. So
course.
I'll help them get there,
Right.
and then they've got to pass the other people.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense,
sense.
To remove that bias. So
Remove
then it's a
that
true,
bias. It's a true test.
It's a true test, yeah.
Yep.
So it sounds to me like not everybody passes or not everybody gets their
Not
their
everybody
black belt.
passes.
Yeah.
And that's important. It is a test. A lot of schools will have the idea that there's a promotion every 3 months, and that becomes just time to get sweaty, and then you pass your test. This has to be a pass or fail. Yeah, it has to be. It's hugely important to be able to look at people under stress.
Right.
So that's why they fail.
So you talked a little bit about the pass or fail.
Right.
Why is it so important to test and to do this then?
I think it's really important to test because we can't actually attack you in the parking lot to see how you do under stress.
Right.
So where's the stress? I want to succeed at this level. So you put stress on yourself.
Right.
Then you've got a whole group of people watching you that adds more stress. And so we see everything elevate. And that what we really like about that situation then is that we see really where the skill set is.
Right.
Wow.
Without crossing the line into,
Of course.
you know.
Of course.
Do you see it differ sometimes? Like for this under the stress, do you see people that you thought were
Oh, yeah.
higher level and then
You see stuff you've never taught before. You see,
Really?
yeah, you see things, and then on the other side, you see some amazing things happen that
Sure.
where something clicks and works right there because there was no thought. It was just bang, do the
Right.
technique,
Wow.
and
Right.
that was it.
it's got to
Right.
make you proud?
It was very proud. Yeah, very
Yeah.
proud.
Yeah, you know, I never kind of put that together in my mind that stress is an important part, and dealing with stress is an important part of martial arts training,
Yeah.
really, because
Very
that's
much.
really ideally,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you don't want sparring to be the only time that you ever use martial
No,
arts. You want to
right.
be able to use it when you need it, and
Yes.
most of the time those are in stressful situations.
Yes, they are very much.
Yeah.
And especially in the Tai Chi. I mean, it's supposed to help to bring us down and calm
Right.
us down, but it's still about fighting.
Right.
And so we actually then fight in that calm manner.
Right.
And yeah, that's stressful.
Yeah, and you mentioned Tai Chi. Do you test people in Tai Chi? I mean, there are different levels of Tai Chi?
We do. There's really not different levels of Tai Chi, typically because people taught us as wellness. We are changing that in our group. We are actually looking at those levels and how they'd be equivalent to a black belt because we actually do fight with it. We have people that are in their 60s here that are training in my school that are training at a lower level of contact, but are still learning the self-defense portion of the art on top of the wellness.
Okay.
So when you test Tai Chi, do you do it in the same way that you would karate?
No, the intensity is a lot higher in the karate. A lot more intense. We put armor. We're actually hitting people. In Tai Chi, it's a shorter test, but there's still we have to do at least 4 techniques out of our form and that beginning level, that what would be considered our black belt level. We still have to do techniques and show that you can interpret and use the information that we've given you. So it's a little different in that intensity. I'd say the intensity is here, you know, where the intensity for the karate class is almost double.
Wow. So the stress isn't quite the same.
Yes, it's not the same.
Right, right. And I'm going to throw you a little curveball here, Chris, today.
Yep.
I don't want you to mention any students' names, but what was your proudest moment this past weekend?
We had some unbelievable techniques that resulted in knockouts.
Yeah,
And
knockouts.
knockouts,
Wow.
we do pressure point knockouts,
Okay.
and a light pressure, we just saw the technique work, and thunk, and then the person on the floor, we see the eyes get big, like, what'd I just do? And
Yeah.
the technique was wonderful.
Right.
And so that happened several times this Saturday. It was great.
That's great. That's great.
So how quickly do they come back around? You know, the person that's
Oh,
out?
it's like a TKO. It's not a full. We're not laying there unconscious. We're incapacitated for about 10 seconds,
Really?
which in a fight is a huge amount of time.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And so by targeting the pressure points, we actually get a very large response with minimal strike. We don't have to use the blunt trauma. We
Right.
can
Wow.
use targeting to do our job.
Yeah. That's always something that really interests me about how you guys practice and teach martial arts is that you are very efficient with your movements.
We have to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not a competitive martial arts style in any way, shape, or form, and so that means everything has to be useful.
Right.
And if it's not useful, it has to be thrown out.
Right. Chris Martingilio from
Thank you.
Martingilio
Thanks so
Martial
much.
Arts, thank you so much for
Thanks
joining
for
us
coming.
today. Don't go away, there's more Wisconsin Family coming up after the break. Stay right here.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are at Zenith Limousine and Jets. It's the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to talk right now with Jermaine and Samantha. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for coming on today. Thanks for hosting us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
no problem.
it's been fun.
Yeah, you're festive and everything. You've got the Christmas tree up. The present is a big gift over there with my name on it.
It is.
Excited to-
That is actually your gift.
Awesome. Well,
Yes.
I'll load it into my truck later on. So, you guys do valet service, which I think is really cool. You'll come on site and do valet service for different businesses. What is the difference between a visitor and a resident?
I'll let Sam answer that.
Yeah, so with our app, for different venues, they have different options, like we explained last time, depending if they want to do it every day, if it's just a one-time special event. But the app is also good for, say, a company wants to do parking for their employees, like downtown Madison, the hospitals, where the employee will pay for the parking, but then the company kind of takes it over.
Sure.
So if a company decides that they want to do that, we actually attach a keychain to their keys that stay on all the time. So they come up to work, we scan their tag, they go into work, they're getting ready to leave work, they text us, let us know, we grab their car, clean everything off for them, make sure they're good to go, and that's it. So that's kind of the resident side of the app. Where a visitor is like when we're at a restaurant and people are coming and going for dinner, then that way it's a one-time and done type of thing.
Right. So the residents are the kind of recurring people who
Yes.
are working at that establishment typically. And I love how you said you clean everything off because we're heading into the
Yes.
winter.
Yeah.
So you will actually do that for folks, which is I think worth it in and of itself.
Oh,
really.
definitely.
And the car is all warmed up. It's,
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
yeah,
It's definitely
I mean,
worth it.
sign up if nothing else for that one.
Right.
So that's really nice now. But these residents, do they have an app or something on their phone that they use?
They do, yes. So it's the same digital valet app, but they are actually able to kind of separate it. So we have the business side where we have access to every venue, every car that we check in, where the customer, they actually have a separate app for that. That way they can go in and they can see their own log sheet of when they've parked, where their car is parked. They can also see who's driving it, things like that. So
that's nice.
it's personal and it stores all of their information and only they can see it. So it's very private as well.
Yeah, I like that you've got that information too of not having to wonder like where is your car parked
Right,
or
yeah.
who's
Exactly.
driving it. It's just an extra peace of mind, I think, for
It's
for
comfort.
people to know.
It's comfort. Yeah.
It is.
Absolutely.
Now, is this app secure? Does it store your information?
It stores your information when you're a resident, but only you have access to that. But say you're a visitor and you're coming to Rare Steakhouse in Madison, we ask for your phone number, but once we put that phone number in and it texts it to you, we don't have access to that number. So no one can log in, get your number, things like that. It's very secure, so we don't keep anything on the visitor side, so no one will have access to your information.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
It's very good to
Good
know.
again for peace of mind.
And I think it's really cool that you allow or have that feature available with text messaging so that people can, if they know they're going to be out the door in 10 minutes or whatever, they can text ahead of time so their car is warm and ready.
Yes.
when
Yeah,
they go.
correct.
They don't have
Correct.
to
I
wait
mean,
and
it's
hand somebody a ticket and then wait for 10 minutes for them to come and
yeah,
get
it's
the car.
very handy. You're getting your last drink or paying your bill.
Sure. Right.
Car's ready for you.
Sure. And, my question is this: what happens if my phone dies? Because I'm not always the best about charging my phone
Yeah.
before I go out. So what
Yeah.
happens if my phone dies and I can't text?
You charge your phone.
Thank you, Jermaine.
Charge your phone. I mean, we haven't had that happen yet.
Okay.
That I know of.
Sure.
Twice.
Oh,
It's
twice.
it's
Oh, there we
happened
go.
twice. But it's not a problem. Most people know their keys and we have the tag number. So if someone comes up, we can actually go on the app and say, oh, what car did you have? And then they can say, oh, it's a red Durango. So we go through, we go, oh, this is the red Durango. And because we take a picture of the license plate with the back of the car, we can then show it to that person without them seeing the other information. So they can say whether it's their car or not. And then it has a number linked to that key, so we know what key is theirs. So if it does die, it's not a problem.
So make sure you know your license plate.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
If your phone dies and you don't know your
Yeah,
license plate
yeah.
number,
Yeah.
you might not see your car for a while.
You're taking a cab home for sure.
So does the venue then have the option of doing like a ticket, like a classic paper ticket, or is
Yes.
it always digital?
No,
Yes.
they do have the option.
Yeah, they do. Some people don't like to give out their phone number,
Yeah.
so we revert back to the old days with the 3-part paper ticket.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, so it is an option.
That is an option. Of course.
Good to
That's
know.
good. That's good. So, you know, we've talked a lot about the valet service, but we have a little bit of time left, and I want to make sure that we get to the limousine and the jets part. Can you talk to us a little bit about what do you offer for limousine service?
So for limousine service, we offer your typical, you know, Lincoln Town cars. We do have an SUV limousine, and we cover the state. So we cover the entire state of Wisconsin: proms, weddings,
Wow, okay.
homecomings, birthdays, funerals, you name it.
How does that work then? I mean, if you're covering the whole state, do you have satellite locations where you have drivers that live in different parts of the state that can go pick people up? Or
No,
do you
we
send them from
actually
Madison?
we send them from here.
Wow.
Yeah, we send them from this office here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a lot of business outside of the Madison area?
Oh yeah, we cover the state. So
Yeah.
most of the times with the high schools, their proms are in the same time.
Sure, yeah.
Oh,
So
sure.
Green Bay might be out of limos.
Right.
And they're calling
That's
us
true.
to come up.
That's true.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What's your range? How many passengers can you fit?
We can go from 2 to 15.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good size. That's a good size.
Very good size.
What about the jets? Tell me about the jets part.
So we have a lease on a jet, and
All right.
we can fly you private from where
Really?
we need to go.
Really?
Yeah.
It's about a 15-minute drive back to work from here. Can you fly me
Do
out?
You could, yeah, you could. You probably wouldn't get off the ground though. But
No, yeah.
What are some of the amenities that you offer in the limo?
there's ice, there's champagne glasses. If you want soda or something to drink, we can provide that, non-alcoholic, of course. And then mirrored ceilings and lights and stereos and those type of things. So.
Sure, sure. That's fantastic. I think that's so amazing that you are all over the state and that you have the capabilities to cover that big of a territory. Are you going outside of the state at all at this point? Are you going down to Illinois or Iowa? or anything?
No, we're not crossing state lines at this point.
Okay.
We do have offices in other states, but we're not
Sure.
crossing state lines at this point.
Okay, so you're keeping all the business right here in Wisconsin.
Correct. Correct.
Local. Folks.
Yes, yes.
This is Samantha and Jermaine
Yes.
from Zenith Limousine and Jets and Valet. Get that in there. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
and
thank
for
you so
hosting.
much. It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
That's all the time we have for Wisconsin Family. We'll see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands.